Good morning, everybody. My name is Jeffrey Jansen. Today is March 5th, 2018, and this is Monday Morning Motivation on this nice and wet Monday morning. It is pouring down rain right now, which is a good thing because it's not ice and it's not snow. For everybody who's getting caught up in the north and that northeaster with all the snow and ice, be very careful out there. You guys are all in our hearts and prayers to make sure that you guys are safe. These are the times that people get a little bit crazy out there because they think the roads are going to be a little bit nicer because it doesn't seem like wintertime anymore. But don't get trapped in that false sense of security on that. All right, today is Monday. My question to you is, what are your goals for this week? Your goals can only be good for one person, that is yourself. And the reason why I say that is because there's only one person that you can hold accountable for anything in your life, and that is yourself. You can't blame everybody for every single problem that goes on. But what you can do is you can go out there and give 100% and feel good about yourself. Everybody's all, it's good to always have a workout buddy. Now, workout buddies do not mean exercise physically. I have a few workout partners from all over the United States that I contact every day, or they're calling me all the time, making sure that I'm keeping to my goals, keeping to my schedule, that I'm keeping to the promises I made. All right? So if you're going out there and you're trying to lose a couple pounds, you're trying to get out of that rascal scooter at Walmart because you don't want to be looking like the fool riding around, okay, because you know that you can make it around. Now, for people that need those rascal scooters at Walmart, this does not apply to you. That's because you need those. For those that think you need them but you don't, this does apply to you. I'm not apologetic for people that need to get up off their butt and they need to walk in the back. I'm not on a news program here. I'm not here trying to make you feel better about yourself when you're trying to reach goals, but you're not able to reach them. I'm here to let you know that you matter and you're important, but you mattering and important does not mean that we need to baby you. What it means is you put in the effort, you put in the work, you're going to get the credit every time. If you're sitting there trying to be shady about your own goals, you're only hurting yourself. If you're sitting there, saying you're going to do something and not accomplish it because, well, you just decided that was more important to do everything else, but then you go out and say you did it, all you're doing is lying to yourself. I don't know who you're trying to prove anything to. Now, why do I say this? Because each and every one of you matters. Each and every one of you is important. But you've got to understand, if you want something in life, it is not going to be handed to you. If it is handed to you, then you didn't earn it. You don't feel that same satisfaction inside that you would get when you worked your butt off and all of a sudden you got it. Okay? Now, what's nice is even if you don't get it, but you work your butt off, you still are proud of yourself because you now realize what you're able to do, the capabilities you are able to take on for yourself. You've got to understand, your kids, your family, your friends, they're all watching you. So when I tell you that you need to go out there, and if all your friends are negative and all your friends are, they don't care about your needs and you need to get new friends, I'm being dead serious about that. However, if you go out there and just get new friends but go through the same routine, then they're watching you and they're kind of laughing like you didn't change for the better. You just made a change. See, there is a difference. You need to make a change for the better. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you need to do whatever it takes to get out of your situation onto something bigger, better, and more beneficial. You cannot count on anybody but yourself. Now, what you got to do is surround yourself with the right people, but you can't let those people down. Me personally, I always tell everybody, I got motivated people that I look up to. My dad, who is not in business with me, my dad, who has been there for me 100% of the time, he's one of my heroes, and he's always there for me. I've got people like my daughter Gracie, who the reason why I set my goals, she becomes my reason why I get things done, so that I can give her a better life. Then I have people like Rich Ellerman, who are team leaders, who calls me every day, who I talk to nonstop, who I can pick up the phone morning, noon, and night, who's going to help me, guide me. He can see where I need help at. But you know what? His words mean nothing unless I act upon them. Meaning he can tell me all my flaws. He can tell me areas I need to work at. He's not me, so he knows sometimes they're going to work, sometimes they're not. But you know what? When I sit there and I follow the instructions because I actually have him as a mentor, meaning I'm not just saying he's a mentor, I have him as a mentor because I actually listen to what he says, then I can improve myself, because we cannot always improve ourselves unless somebody else is on the outside looking in. You know, then I got my other friends like Brian Carruthers, Chris Hughes. You know, I've got several motivators around Quincy, Illinois, who I look up to that are business owners that are not in the same business as me, but who inspire me and guide me because they have been successful in the businesses and in the professions that they did. If you're going to be a teacher, for example, and you're a great teacher, there's a lot of great teachers out there. One of the things that they teach you right away as a teacher, to be a teacher, you're always a student, which means you're always constantly learning, okay? As a police officer, if you're going to be a great police officer, you have to make judgment calls that other people will not make. If you're a firefighter, okay, you have to decide to go into a burning building or let it burn down. So you have to make decisions. If you can't do certain things, but you just call yourself that, then you don't get the respect. You yourself don't know the truth, and everybody else can see it also. But if you're out there every single day, dragging, pushing to get ahead in life, and you're doing the things so that life can change for you and your family, or you're doing something to make yourself better every day, then you have room to talk. Then you have room for improvement, because you're going out there every day and doing things that you're thinking outside your comfort zone. I have a very good friend of mine, Father Jim, who I tell every day, live outside your comfort zone. Now, Father Jim is an older priest, one of the nicest guys in the world, but in order to reach the youth of today, you know, he needs to think outside the box. And he calls me up and says, hey, I've been thinking outside the box. I'm really, really appreciative of what you've done for me. And I'm able to help him out with what he needed to be helped out with. So the whole point of this is do your best in everything you do. Don't give up on yourself. If you give up on yourself, then you're no good to anybody. But remember this, with all the mentors you have in life, okay, they're not mentors unless you look up to them and actually practice the things they're telling you to work on. How on earth can they be mentors or motivators if you don't practice the very things they ask you to practice? You know, how on earth are you going to know what your levels of success are if you don't go out there and you try to make a change for yourself? The other thing is, like my Rich Coleman or my Brian Carruthers of the world, okay? When they ask me to do something, do I always do it? No, I do not. But the things that they ask me to, a lot of times, I see that what I'm doing wrong, and I will practice what they told me to try, because they do things themselves. The reason why they have you do that is so you can find your own niche in the market. You can find your own way of getting things across, but you got to try other ways also. If you go out there every day, do the same thing over and over again, the exact same way, and expect different results, you're an idiot. The reason why I say that is you cannot get different results unless you change and do something different for the better. But every day you got to get up in the morning. The first thing you got to do every single morning, get up, thank God for letting you up, and then make your bed, get some food in your system, brush your teeth. If you're trying to lose weight and you brush your teeth, well, guess what? That's going to help you not eat so much. But guess what? When you brush your teeth and you feel good about yourself, you feel clean. You put on some clean clothes, put on clean jeans, clean slacks, clean suit, clean tie. I tell everybody I don't wear a shirt and tie because a lot of people I work with are farmers and they're co-op workers, or they are truck drivers, you know, so I dress appropriately according to where I'm going to. That's why I wear jeans. So yes, I can say I don't wear a suit and tie. But be quite frankly with you, I'm not afraid to wear a suit and tie, because if that's where I need to be, then that's what I need to wear. Because it makes me feel special, makes me feel important. And if you feel clean, you feel upbeat, you're going to be able to talk to more and more people because you feel good about yourself. You feel confident. Even if you have to what we refer to as fake the funk, meaning you go in there and you don't know, you know what, they're still going to listen to you, because it's not always about what you got to say. It's about what they need and what they're going to hear from you. So if you go out there today and your kids are looking up to you, you got to understand, now go back into this. This is why everything connects. Your kids are looking up to you. It's not what they need, it's what they can get across from you. So if you're doing something every single day and they see that you're happy, energized, you're energetic, and you're always with your kids, you're always doing this, they're going to want to emulate you. They're going to want to copy your habits. Not all of them. Of course, we got teenagers, and of course, we have kids that not all these habits are going to be worthwhile. But you've got to understand, they're watching you. Not everything I say or do is about the business I do. It's about the business you're going to do. It's about the classes you're going to teach. It's being a police officer and going out and doing your job the best you can, because you know that people out there, they're going to love you and they're going to hate you. It's about going out there and getting that job you want, writing a good resume, going in and making sure that you're dressed the right way to go in and get that job. It's about going out there and losing that weight. If you every single day go in, like, smack yourself in the face every day, like, I can do this, and you get moving, and you get energized, you're going to be able to walk that extra block, lose that extra weight, put down that McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, and pick up a carrot, piece of celery or something. We don't always, guess what? If it's hard, then we're doing something right. If you do it because it's easy, then you're doing something wrong. Because the things that are hardest to do in life are the things that we need to be doing. If you're out there every day doing exposures, if you're out there every single day pumping people up, if you're out there every single day leading from the front, that means if you've got an entire team that's doing nothing, you means you got to keep going, because eventually they're going to come on board. You can't stop and go all the way back to them, because if you do, now you're putting yourself behind. But guess what? Eventually they're going to catch up to you. They're going to follow you, or they're going to emulate you, or they're going to just go away. And you know what? If they go away, that means they were not worth it anyway. The reason why is because a lot of people, they just want to use this for, oh, we're giving them attention, so let's go ahead and see what we can do next. My theory is this. Every day, set the goals for yourself, nobody else. Your children are watching you. Life will give you what you want out of it. You have to give more of yourself and never ask anything in return. If you give of yourself and ask nothing in return, you will always have what you need. It may not be what you want, and that's where people get things confused. It may not be what you want, but it is what you need. It's like the old Nanny McPhee, okay? You may not be what you want, but it may be what you need. Okay, go all the way back to Mary Poppins. You know what? Nannies don't have to be nice. They're not sitting there being a clown for you. They're there to take care of you. Our parents are there to take care of us. Be the best you can be, and know that you matter. Know that you're important. Quit looking at everybody else like you messed up so you blame them. No. When you mess up, pick yourself up, brush off, and keep going. Don't blame anybody. It's nobody's fault. You tried it, right? So what? It didn't work. Or maybe you got to try it a couple times before it works. Or you got to try things a little bit differently each time that you do it, and then it'll work. There's nobody to blame when you try. The only person to blame is yourself in the end. My name's Jeffrey Jansen. Y'all have a great day. I got to pick up because I got to get going out of town. And I look forward to talking to each and every one of you. Know this. You're important. You matter. Thank your mentors. I thank Brian every single day. I see Melissa Color. I didn't realize she was on there. I thank Melissa every day, too, because she motivates me. She always knows about my daughter. And, it almost brings a tear to my eye with the people that I'm in business with and the people that are in my lives, how much they actually care. And to me, that's motivating to me when somebody actually cares, not just somebody that's after money or somebody that's after, because I do something for them, but the people that actually care about us for who we are. And I'll tell you, the Rich Ellermans of your life, the Chris Hughes of your life, the Brian Carruthers. By the way, Chris Hughes is not even part of my team or anything else, but he's one of the most motivating people I know, and he's a friend of mine. The Brian Carruthers, the Alan Romans, okay, the Ray and Gloria Wilsons of this world, they're all great people. And you know what? They're all friends, and they're always going to push you to do the best. They're not the bullies. They're there to drive you for benefiting yourself. That's what you have to learn in life. Find the people that are going to drive you forward, okay? Because let's face it, once the day is gone, you no longer get it back. Make it worthwhile. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. My name is Jeffrey Jansen. Have a great day, everybody.